what makes a martini a martini. Isn't it the cup?
I thought it was the cup.
Onto something.
Like a margarita glass is like a certain glass. A fucking martini glass is a glass.
But you can have a blended margarita in like a pint glass. You could also have an iced
You could have it in a fucking tumbler. It's not saying you don't have a problem. I'm just talking about the cup, what it's called.
God damn!
Does it not become a margarita or a mule if it's in a pint glass? Does it change the drink?
I don't know. Because a martini, I thought like martinis were gin, margaritas are tequila, and whatever, mules are apparently ginger beer. And then, but martinis you can have with vodka too. So then is it not a real martini? Is that like a...
I thought it was the cup.
American martini?
Cosmos
Russian
get
martini? I don't know.
Cosmos get put in martini glasses.
Fuck.
What makes it a Cosmo?
I think it's the twist. The orange twist. The zest.
And it has to be like pink, right?
Yeah. I don't know. Listen.
I don't either.
I don't drink fancy enough stuff.
I was like, I don't really like any of those things that you named off, so.
Neither do I, but I was reading all the ingredients because we were out last night, and then Brandon ordered like a pomegranate margarita or something, and I was like, and a Corona, and then they always put them like
The wrong
opposites,
way.
and I'm like,
Yeah.
nah, bitch.
Give me that one with the lime.
I don't want these fruity bitches.
Get them out of here. You know, Darcy got me onto espresso martinis. And the first couple sips, you're like, that's different. But I like coffee, so I'm willing to drink it.
I'm willing to drink it if it'll extra spike me.
Yeah, and then after one, you're like, I want another. Like, it wakes you up, and I'm buzzing. It's the best.
Oh, that sounds fun.
I know.
I don't know. I hear martini and I don't want to drink it. I think
Yeah.
it's because of gin. Like, I don't like
Yeah.
gin.
You
But
don't
I
want
guess
to taste like a
vodka's
Christmas tree.
different. Yeah. I don't like that.
How's it going?
I'm so cold.
It's cold in the shed.
I'm freezing.
Winter is coming.
Winter is fucking here. It's upon us. I'm so cold.
It's also like 10 o'clock in the morning, so
Yeah, it is.
the sun hasn't heated it up yet.
Yeah, we get that fucking photosynthesis on this shed going.
Photosynthesis,
Whatever.
yes. It's a plant. Dude, you know,
The shed is growing.
Speaking of, I want to put that like live moss on the roof.
Okay.
Like well, not the reaction I was hoping for.
I
Wouldn't it be
mean-
so cute?
Oh,
and it
yes.
would keep it
Oh,
so
it would
cool
look
in
like
the
a
summer.
hobbit hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah.
Where do you purchase that? How does
I think you just
one...
buy pallets of it at Home Depot and throw it up there and just, you gotta
Hope
have
for the
rain.
best.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to spray the
Yeah,
hose on top
come
of
on.
it.
You can make it feel like it's raining.
Sure.
Your kids would probably be
I can
really,
make a rainbow.
really good at it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, not as good as Mom.
No, obviously. You've had years of practice. How's it going?
It's going good. I want to hear my goddamn.
I do.
I'm going to Temecula right after this, and we're going to do a girls' wine weekend.
Woohoo, a little wine weekend.
And it doesn't feel real. Like, usually right now, it'd be like Disneyland vibes. Like, I'm so excited. I can't wait to get there.
Yeah.
And I just feel like every day I've been so busy that I haven't had a chance to get excited. Like, I know I'm excited, but I cannot wait to be sitting there with a glass of wine in the sun, listening to live music,
Oh, that sounds so
catching
nice.
a buzz.
I am coming up with you tomorrow, and I'm super excited about
I
that.
can't wait. I wish you would just come up today.
I know, I wish I would too.
I don't know what's wrong with you.
Well, listen, my 6-year-old's last soccer game is tomorrow morning.
You know how many more last soccer games he's going to have?
He'll never remember this. He won't give a fuck. And also, the coach doesn't care. The kids are terrible. They're 6 years old. It's not just his team. Like, all of the teams suck. I don't know. I've convinced myself that I'll be a terrible mom if I don't go.
I used to do that. And then I decided that I live in my own reality and I reject yours. So,
I wish I could.
so I'm fine, you know?
I still have outside pressures being like, that's not real. Like, fuck, I'll go.
My 6-year-old, I like the first game I missed or whatever, I had told him. Well, actually, it was like practices. But I had told him because it's really hard to wrangle my youngest. Like, he has zero interest in being there. So, literally, I just spent an hour and a half wrestling like a fucking 3.5-year-old, now 4.
Yeah.
And it's my personal hell and nightmare. And I'm like throwing lollipops and toys, and I'm in the dirt playing with him. Like, I'm not actually watching his game.
Yeah.
And so I thought, you know, it's great that I'm being a great mom for my 6-year-old, but I'm not being the best mom for my 4-year-old because I'm irritated at him the whole time.
Yeah.
I'm literally shoving him full of candy to entertain him. Like, he hates being here. So then we balance it out, you know? Like, practice, I'm not always going to make. And me and the little one will stay home. And then games, I try to make them all. But, like, if if this were coming up, I'd be like, psh, he'll never know.
They'll never know.
But it took me a while to get here.
Yeah.
And also it happened last season when we did fall ball and soccer. So like every day was a sport. And I was like, nope.
Not doing that. Yeah. You have a valid reason with your kid, like, not wanting to go. My baby girl loves going, watching,
Aww, that's
playing.
so sweet.
She has her own chair, and she's like, I'll set it up.
Yeah.
Like,
that's so cute. I bring his own chair, and he's like, I want to sit in your lap. And then he's, like, melting on me the whole time. Like, when can we leave?
No. See, that sounds like a nightmare.
Oh, it is my nightmare.
Yeah.
And, like,
I feel like
Lee's
I would
out
have
there
given
coaching.
up much sooner.
Yeah, Lee's out there coaching, and it's not like he's having a ball. It's hard to coach. It's like wrangling cats or
Yeah,
whatever.
they hate that too. Because they're like, no one's fucking listening. And you're like, hit him. Not that one. He's not yours.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm just like, I can't. It's too... And then
kidding.
the sun, I'm getting a sunburn.
Just kidding.
Just kidding. I don't really help my kids. Hard.
Anyway,
what's your goddamn?
My goddamn is that Grandma and Grandpa are going to come and they're going to take the kids away from us for like 3 days or some shit.
Whoop, whoop.
And we're going to have all this time off. And I was so excited about it. And then that morning, my kid was like, my stomach hurts. And I was like, don't be stupid. You're going to school.
Loser.
And yeah. And then the little one was like, my stomach hurts too. And I was like, you're just a copycat. And so then I sent them both to school. And immediately, within 5 minutes of him getting in the fucking gate, we got a call from nurse whatever. And she's like, he threw up. I'm like, motherfucker. So then Brandon had to turn around and go back and get him. And on the way back to get him, he had the little one in the car. And then she threw up all over herself in the truck. And I was like, oh, fuck, it's real.
Oh, my God. First of all, that's always the worst when they puke all over the car seat. Because theirs aren't, like, easily washable. You gotta hose them off or something.
They're so bad. Yeah,
and there's so many crevices.
40 little straps on it. And you're like, remember how this goes back together?
Oh, my gosh. It's the worst. And it's just always going to be stiff. You know, from here on out.
Yeah.
And then number 2, it sucks because you're like, damn, I'm a terrible fucking parent. I didn't listen to my kid. But they fucking lie all the time.
Yeah.
So.
Or they're like, my stomach hurts. I'm like, man, so does mine.
Honestly, get up and go.
Yeah. Do you have to poop? I don't know. Fart. Let's go.
Yeah. That's what happens if you eat a Pop-Tart for breakfast.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, man. But... Oh, and then that evening, like, they were both throwing up all day. And then that evening, Grandpa was like, all right, well, as soon as traffic dies down, I'm going to come get him. And I'm like, hey, man, I don't think it's a good idea.
I don't think you want them right now. They're broken.
Yeah, like, it's going to be an hour drive. Your car is going to be filled with vomit, and you have to drive this back to wherever you came from.
Oh, no.
Which is farther. Like, that sounds like a terrible idea. So they didn't take him that day, which they did take him the next day, and I'm so pumped because then I got to have a date night with Brandon last night.
Aww.
This is mostly just a rambling of my goddams, but
I love it.
I got a fucking break from the kids, and that was great, and I loved it.
Oh, my God, yes.
Right after they got sick.
And
I had to take care of them being sick, which I didn't catch.
Look at you.
I know. Thanks. Thank you.
Crushing it, man.
Tip of the hat.
Kids puke at everything, though, so.
Mine don't.
Oh, mine do.
Mine do not. Mine are not pukers, like, really at all.
I was a puker, though, so
Were
they got
you?
my genes. Oh,
No.
Do you know how many times I've puked in public? One time I walked into a Walmart and held my hands out like a container. Blech, vomit right in them. My mom had to, like, walk me to...
Oh, okay.
Yeah. My mom had to, like, walk me to the bathroom and clean me up at a Walmart.
Oh, that's terrible.
I think I had to wear, like, or they had to buy me clothes or something and they didn't fit and put them on me.
You're at a Walmart. You can find a different size.
I don't know. It's my parents. They probably like, that's too much.
This is the only one we have.
Yeah.
And it's
Or
like
my
a
mom's
men's shirt.
I want these pants. We'll just put them on her.
Right.
Oh, my God.
We're going to buy this anyway.
I puked at school all the time. One time I puked at lunch and it ended up on my friend's shoe. And she told me about it the next day when I had to go back to school. She was like, you puked on my shoe. And I was like, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry about that. I
did
cannot
not feel
control
well.
where my body spray goes.
Yeah, I'm 5.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's terrible. My kids, I never really threw up like that. Like, or I don't. I've thrown up in public once, and that was with food poisoning with you outside of a movie theater.
That really wasn't public. That was a parking lot.
It felt pretty public.
In a car. I took
Oh,
a
you know what?
picture
I
of
threw
it.
up in that one. You did. I threw up in the Jack in the Box parking lot when I came
Okay.
here trying to
was
record.
weird.
Very sick.
That was weird. That was a weird one. I was like, you just threw up? All right. You okay?
That was also a parking lot. Does that not count as public?
I mean, it's pretty public, but at least with the one that I was thinking of, it was nighttime, so no.
Yeah, so
Doesn't count.
under the cover of darkness.
Yeah. Nobody saw you, except for me.
Yeah. Oh, that was fun.
Ugh.
Man, gross.
Anyway,
yeah.
puke is nasty.
Puke is nasty, and there was a lot of it in our house. But McDonald's just gave out fucking boo buckets, and let me tell you, those make perfect puke buckets.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, so we had 2 in rotation, like, carry it with you. And they're like,
I feel like peel the handle out of the way.
We cut it off.
Oh, okay.
That, like, flappy part.
Yeah.
Yeah, we cut that off, and now it's just a bucket, and it worked great. So thanks, McDonald's. Ding.
They're like, we know. We know what you need this for.
Okay, are you ready to hear my story?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to tell you about Jayna Murray.
Okay, Jayna Murray.
So I don't have a lot of information on the before times, obviously, because that's not what I do here. But we're going to kick it off in Maryland in 2011.
Okay.
Okay? Jayna was a 30-year-old woman who was going to school at Johns Hopkins University.
Johns?
Johns. It is. It's Johns Hopkins University.
So many S's.
Why are there so many? How many of you are there?
Johns and Hopkins?
It's just Johns Hopkins. And I've heard of it before, so I know it's probably a good school, right? Or it's like where they do a lot of research or something.
Yeah. But like, why is it Johns?
I don't know. It's Johns Hopkins.
That's too many.
What is he Hopkins?
Hello, my name is Johns. Oh, hi, John. No, not John.
All of them.
Yeah, not one John, multiple Johns.
All of the Johns.
The possessive form of John.
Only Johns can go to this school.
Oh my God, I'm gonna next time if I ever have another kid, I'm gonna make sure the name is possessive.
Yeah. Oh, this is little Larry's.
Erin's.
Oh, name your next kid Erin, no matter the gender.
Okay, I'm not gonna have another kid though, but if I do.
But if you do.
I will. Mark my words.
Fucking sign it in blood. This is recorded.
Yeah, it's just as good as blood.
Yeah. So you can't renege on that.
I will not renege.
Okay.
Yes.
So she went to Johns Hopkins University, where she was pursuing 2 master's degrees.
God damn! Talk about overachievement.
No
you
big
didn't
deal.
Just settle with one.
No, she was like, I already went to fucking school. Now let's get some masters in here. I think it was
one
in
of those
business stuff too.
I was gonna say, do you think it's one of those where it's like the difference of one extra class and then you get the second degree?
Yeah, where they're like, hey, you've already taken all of the prerequisites. If you take one more fucking painting class, you'll be a fine arts major.
Yeah,
I guess.
I'll sign myself up for that.
Yeah. Probably, maybe, I don't know. But she was allegedly, according to me, a smarty pants, right?
Sounds like it.
She was adventurous and she loved the outdoors, hiking, and all things adrenaline, like bungee jumping, stuff like that, right?
Sounds like a blast.
So to balance herself out, she took up yoga, and the meditation and calmness and everything of that kind of, leveled out her adrenaline junkie side.
Bring back her nervous system.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And since she got into yoga and was into the outdoorsy hiking lifestyle, she got a part-time job at Lululemon.
Oh, I know the story.
You know the story.
I know the story.
Yes, a lot of people know this story. I'm sorry if
Don't be
everyone
sorry.
has heard it before, but listen.
Okay.
It's
a doozy.
A doozy.
Okay.
I thought so. So for anybody who doesn't know, Lululemon is the place that sells those fucking fancy pants leggings where they're like, it's $90. And you're like, for spandex?
Yeah.
It's probably really good spandex, though.
Sure, I don't own a pair, though. So.
I do, but I've gifted them. Like, they've been given to me, and I'm like, I guess.
Are they nice and comfy and better than, like, Costco ones? Or
No,
are they
they're
the
regular.
Oh, okay.
Well, to me, they're like, thicker.
Oh, okay.
But they're pretty regular.
See if
they're not like the China ones, like these.
I appreciate
or like
the China ones.
I do, too.
I like them thinner.
I do,
like
too.
The thick ones, I'm like,
yeah. But they're, like, good quality. Like, I guess they won't rip and stuff.
Sure.
Either way.
All right.
To each their own. It's not what I'm going to spend my money on.
Sure.
But it was working out, right? She liked it there, and they worked with her school schedule, so fucking great.
Perfect.
She worked part-time.
Yeah.
I guess one thing that Lululemon had their employees do was to check each other's, like, your coworkers. Yeah. They had you check their bags. Right?
Oh, to make sure you're not stealing shit?
Mm-hmm. So if you're, like, closing for the night or whatever, it's like, all right, fucking purses out, bitches. And,
oh, my God.
Yeah, go through each other's bags.
But, like, if that were you and I, we'd be like, anyway, what kind did you put in there?
Right?
I'm going to borrow those.
Oh, cool, I got the purple ones.
But I digress.
Yeah. But also, she was 30. We would have been, like, teenagers. Like, anyway, this is all ours.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just kidding. I'd like to clarify that I was just kidding. The only thing I ever stole was a lot of smoothies from the smoothie shop.
Yeah, same.
They would check each other's bags to ensure, obviously, nobody's stealing. Whatever, right?
Got it.
So then on March 11th, 2011, Jayna and another woman, 29-year-old Brittany Norwood, were working together at this Lululemon, which was right next to an Apple store in the Bethesda Mall.
Bethesda. Oh, my dad used to work there.
Really?
Yeah,
Weird.
in Bethesda.
Maryland?
Yeah.
Oh.
When we lived in Virginia, he would drive like 3 hours every day to Bethesda.
Damn.
Yeah.
Ugh, that sounds terrible.
I know. I don't think it was actually like 3 hours distance-wise. It was just the traffic was so bad.
Oh.
It took 3 hours.
That sucks.
Like, the traffic is really bad.
Yeah. It's kind of like you getting to work here. Like, you work 2 hours away. No, bitch, it's 20 minutes.
It's literally 20 minutes. It takes 2 hours, though. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So everything was fine that day, and they're scheduled to finish work at 9:45 p.m. And then they check each other's bags, and Jayna found a pair of leggings in Brittany's bag.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
What? Doesn't Brittany know the drill here?
Fucking put them at the bottom? I don't know. Or, like...
Put them under your pants? I don't know.
Yeah, do something else. Like, we're all fucking checking bags. Mm-hmm. You know this, right? I don't know. Apparently...
Brittany did not get the memo.
Yeah, she was taking a chance, risked it all, and it didn't work out. Mm-hmm. And so Jayna took them out of Brittany's bag, and she was like, all right, I'm going to have to tell the manager, right?
Yeah.
And Brittany apparently took it in stride. That's that, right? Like, that fucking sucks.
Yeah.
You got caught.
She's
what
like,
are you going to do? Yeah.
It fell in my bag.
It's not mine. Yeah. Someone else put it in there.
You put it in there.
Right? So they locked up. Jayna had the keys, and they started walking to their cars. Jayna called the manager, like, as soon as she got to her car, I guess, or, like, as soon as she closed up. Mm-hmm. She called the manager and told them about Brittany trying to steal the leggings. Mm-hmm. I don't know what the manager actually said, but...
The manager's like, good job.
Right? It's fucking 10 at night.
Yeah.
It was probably something along the lines of, like, fucking... Cool.
Heads up. Yeah,
yeah.
Thanks for the info.
Yeah, thanks for that. I'll deal with it in the morning.
I'll write her up.
Yeah, what the fuck? So they hang up, and then Jayna got a call from Brittany being like, hey, I forgot my wallet in the store. Can you go back and unlock it for me so that, like, I can get my wallet and we can get out of here, right? Mm-hmm. And Jayna was like, for sure, absolutely, let's go. So they both go back to the store, and the store alarm indicates that the door was opened again at 10:05 p.m.
Okay.
Now, I'll present it to you the way that the rest of the world found everything out, right?
Okay.
That's it. Allegedly, they go in, get their wallet. That's all we know, right?
Yeah.
And then the next morning, at about 8 a.m., the manager, Rachel, came to the store to open it. But when she got there, she found that the door was unlocked. And the lights were on. Mm-mm. And so she popped her head inside and was like, hello? Yes, literally like, hello? And she heard a moan coming from the back of the store. And she noticed that the entire store seemed to be in disarray. And so she freaked the fuck out and ran back outside.
Good. Smart.
Mm-hmm. And it just so happened that the Apple store right next door was having like a fucking New Technology Tuesday or whatever the fuck it was, right? I don't know what they call them. A rollout of a new phone.
A launching?
Yeah, they were having a moment, and so there were a lot of people outside the store, like, lined up waiting to get in.
Oh,
and
good.
it's right at opening, right?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of people outside, and one guy noticed Rachel go into the Lululemon and then come out quickly looking terrified.
Yeah.
And so he went over to her, and he's like, hey, what's going on?
Are
Everything
you okay?
Yeah. And she's like, can you fucking go in there, please? Because I don't want to go in there. Like, can you go in there with me or figure this out? So then the guy was like, fucking, absolutely, I will white knight this, right?
Yeah. Let me
now
just
is my moment.
Recon.
Yeah, this is my moment to shine.
Yeah.
So he goes into the store, and this time he notices blood on the ground, and they see Jayna and Brittany. It looked like Brittany was breathing. So they both fucking nope the fuck up back outside, right?
Oh, God, yeah.
They call the police, and they tell them that one person seems to be dead, and the other person is breathing.
Oh, my God.
Police arrive minutes later, and they find Jayna face down in a pool of blood, clearly deceased.
Oh, no.
They find Brittany in the store bathroom with her hands zip-tied above her head and her ankles zip-tied. Okay. I'm not sure if they were tied to something, but I'm assuming so, like a fucking sink or handicap bar or something, you know?
Yeah.
But she's tied up in there. So Brittany's still alive. And they get her to a hospital because she had been slashed in her hand and on her forehead. She had a hole ripped in the crotch of her leggings.
Ugh.
Yeah.
No.
And she told police that the men had raped her and then
Through the hole?
And then used a clothes hanger to sexually assault her.
What?
It was a minor injury on her hand and her forehead, though, and I guess there wasn't, like, significant damage elsewhere.
Why would you say that they've been sexually assaulting with a hanger?
I don't know.
What are we, like a backyard abortion? Back alley abortion?
Yeah, that's the only time I've ever
Heard of a hanger going in there?
Doesn't it hurt your back teeth to think about it?
I just don't like any of it. I don't know.
It makes my back teeth taste like metal, you know? I don't like that.
Don't say that.
Well, now you taste it, right?
I know. I don't like it. It's weird.
So Brittany was able to go to the hospital, get checked out, and leave, right? Mm-hmm. So the police obviously asked what the fuck happened.
Yeah.
And Brittany told the whole story of forgetting her wallet and having to have Jayna open the store for her again. Mm-hmm. But then when they got inside, 2 men in ski masks followed them in and attacked them. So she said that it seemed to be a sexually motivated crime and that the men wanted to rape them, but Jayna fought back, and so they killed her. Mm-hmm. Brittany said that the men told her that they let her live because she was more fun to have sex with.
Oh my God, what?
Yeah, her quote was, fun to fuck.
Oh God.
Ew, first of all.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Ew.
Police obviously opened an investigation, and they asked the neighboring Apple Store employees if they heard anything strange that night, and they had.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. The employees working that night said that they had heard someone saying, "Talk to me, don't do this. Talk to me, what's going on?"
What?
Mm-hmm. Followed by screams.
Uh-huh.
And then the sounds of someone being hit or dragged.
Oh, God.
And then a weak voice saying, "God, please help me.
Oh, my God.
Please help me." Yeah. And the police were like, cool, so what time did you call 911 to report that atrocity, right?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck happened there? And they were like, we didn't. We just assumed it was just drama. Just drama next door.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Yeah. They could have saved her life.
They could have.
Oh, no.
They could have. But you can't really blame someone. I get it. Blah, blah, blah. I'm not blaming them. But also...
What the fuck?
How fucking awful. Yeah. How awful.
Getting that bystander effect.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, where no one's doing anything, so you're not going to do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. How sad is that? Or
you just assume somebody else is.
Mm-hmm. So police then found Jayna's car 3 blocks away, parked at a farmer's market. And when they checked it out, they found blood inside on the steering wheel.
Okay.
Which came back as a mixture of Jayna's and Brittany's.
Oh, God.
So police were like, "Hey, Brittany.
Yeah.
Do you know what Jayna's car looks like?"
Yeah.
And she's like, "Nope, no idea. I've never seen it before in my life."
Okay.
And so they told her they had found that blood in the car that matched with her. And then the next day, Brittany's brother called the police and said that Brittany had some more information, but she was scared to tell them.
Oh, shit. What she got, Brittany?
Mm-hmm. So the police bring her back in for questioning, this time with her brother.
Mm-hmm.
And
good on her brother, by the way.
I know.
Yeah.
And this time, they're, really starting to question her, right? And she said that the attackers had actually forced her to go to Jayna's car, drive it away and hide it, and then come back.
What?
They said that if she wasn't back within 10 minutes, they would kill her.
Yeah, you're going to run away. You're not going to come back.
That's what the
cops said. How are they going to find her?
That's what the cops said. Bitch, I'm driving away. They're like, you escaped, potentially.
Yeah.
Got into a working vehicle.
Yeah.
Drove away.
Yeah.
And then walked back.
3 blocks.
3 blocks. And came back to the store.
To be raped.
To be raped and potentially murdered.
Yeah.
But maybe not murdered because you came back. What? Bitch, you're gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah. You're gone. What do you mean?
Yeah.
So obviously they're like, that doesn't add up.
Right.
And she's like, yeah, well, I was scared for my life. I wasn't thinking straight, didn't know what to do, right? Mm-hmm. And so the police were like, well, we usually have a cop parked, fucking right there. Right there. Did you see him? And she was like, yeah, I saw that cop. So she passed by a cop.
Oh, my God.
Didn't stop to get help, didn't do anything, and was just crazy. I feared for my life.
Yeah.
So police were like, this isn't adding up.
That's
right?
kind of crazy, yeah.
Pretty suspicious. And the cops questioned her for a while, and then they decide to leave the room to see if she would talk to her brother. And then her brother asked Brittany, did you have anything to do with this? Because at this point now, he's probably like, hang on.
Now, I have some questions.
They're actually making some good points here.
Now, hold on. I know you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have some kind of sense of self-preservation. You would have fucking kept driving.
Yeah.
To the police station.
Right.
Wherever. To the cop that's right there.
Yeah.
To the next state. What do you mean? You didn't just continue on.
Yeah.
And you went back. And so he said, did you have anything to do with this? Mm-hmm. And she said, I don't want to talk about that here.
Oh, shit.
And so the cops were like, fucking bingo.
Yeah.
or whatever they say.
There's more. Bingo.
Book 'em, Lou. But they're also combing security footage nearby and all this kind of stuff, right? So they still have a whole investigation going, but they're like, we're fucking looking at you, right?
Yeah, she's doing some suspicious things.
Mm-hmm. And so they're looking at nearby security footage, and they find...
What'd they find?
2 men walking in the area with ski masks on.
Oh, shit.
You don't say.
Oh, okay. We have some validity to her story.
Description of the attackers.
Yeah.
Yes. But upon closer inspection, it was 2 guys who work like at a restaurant or something nearby, and they would always walk that road home. And it was like March in fucking Maryland or whatever.
Cold.
So I guess it was cold.
Yeah.
And it was 10 p.m. at night, so they had ski masks on.
Oh, okay.
Which I don't think I would ever trust anyone with ski masks, but I think that's because I'm from the West Coast, where like that's not a thing.
No.
That's only for murders and robberies.
Yeah, you leave your face cold. You let it be cold.
Yeah, you can do this.
Rub it.
Warm up, yeah.
Put a fucking scarf on that bitch first.
Yeah, wear a face mask, like not a whole ski mask. Come on, wear a beanie, pull it down low. I don't know. Either way, so maybe that's a normal thing, right?
Yeah.
And they checked them out, and those guys were like, "Yeah, no, like we had just gotten off of work.
Yeah.
We don't have any wounds on us.
Yeah.
That's
DNA
crazy.
is nowhere on the scene.
Exactly. So they were not
Exonerated.
Yeah, there you go. They arrested Brittany a week after the murders, and they charged her with first-degree murder.
Okay, how? Why? Tell me more.
As for the evidence,
Yes.
the physical cuts that Brittany had on her person were in no way life-threatening.
Okay.
There were only 2 sets of footprints at the scene.
Uh-oh.
One was Brittany's, and one came from a size 14 men's shoe. Mm-hmm. And one of those shoes was actually found at the scene.
Oh, shit.
So police speculate that Brittany had planned the attack, at least like from the moment that she was caught stealing. Mm-hmm. And afterwards, she put the men's shoes on over her own shoes, stepped in the puddle of blood, and then tracked those prints throughout the store.
Are you fucking serious?
And then staged the store to look like a robbery.
Oh, my God.
Moved Jayna's car, returned to the store, zip-tied her wrists and ankles in the bathroom, and waited until morning for someone to come and discover the scene.
With her employee coworker dead.
For fucking hours.
Oh, my God.
So they're...
All over some leggings?
Yeah, like what, $60?
Is that the
max?
motive? Yeah.
Yeah, but...
That she got caught?
Yeah, that's potentially the motive, but it actually wasn't allowed to be brought up in trial.
Oh, okay.
Eventually, we'll get there.
All right.
So prosecutors estimated that Jayna may have fought with her attacker and struggled for as long as 20 minutes.
Oh, my God.
Before she was finally killed.
Jeez.
She had over 300 wounds on her.
Jesus.
She had a fractured skull and a severed spinal cord.
Ew, no.
Yeah.
What?
An estimate of around 5 different weapons were used.
Jesus Christ.
They came from a toolkit inside the store and included a hammer, a knife, a merch peg, rope,
a merch peg?
and a box cutter. I think it's those like...
To hook it on the...
Yeah, the walls that have holes in them, and then the peg thing is like those...
Oh, my God.
Sharp kind of hook-looking things that like sit onto that wall that you can hang stuff on.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, and a rope and a box cutter. The cause of death was most likely a stab to the back of the neck that severed her spinal cord and went into her brain.
Oh, my God.
They said that if that didn't kill her immediately, she would have only lived for a couple minutes after, and she would have been unable to move.
Oh, fuck that.
To defend herself.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck that. Oh, God, that gives me the biggest fear ever. I hate spine shit. Oh, I don't like it. Oh, my God, this poor woman.
Oh, my God.
Oh my
and
God.
to fucking, what? I don't care.
For leggings, yeah.
And you've already called the manager. Like, what do you... this is just revenge at this point. It's not even, like, preventative. She's already called the manager. It's not like it's going to prevent anything or stop it or, like, oh, now they'll never know that I was stealing or whatever. Like,
oh, my God, yeah.
Isn't that horrible?
That's awful. This poor woman.
So during the trial, it was discovered that Brittany had a history of lying and stealing. Mm-hmm. Her former college bestie said that they had a falling out because she was, quote, like a klepto and had stolen money and clothes from her.
Oh, shit.
The store managers had also actually suspected Brittany of stealing for a while before the murder, but they had been unable to prove it up till that point.
Yeah.
So maybe it was kind of like
a known thing.
Yeah, or like a boiling point. Like, oh, fuck, if I get caught, I don't know. Like, well, you got to have some kind of a plan, right?
I guess.
What are you going to do?
Oh, my God. Just apologize and not do it again?
Just
you don't
be
have to
fired
murder someone, yeah.
Honestly. So the defense for Brittany was also able to get the stolen leggings off the record because it was allegedly hearsay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So then it's just like, all right, she's crazier. You think you'd be like, she had a really tough childhood and this was triggering for her for some reason, and then she went off the cuff.
It differentiated between premeditated and a crime of passion.
Oh.
Because I guess in Maryland or whatever, premeditation could be as little as like a couple of minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And so with the leggings, then it's like, oh, it's premeditated murder that she did that 10 minutes later, 20 minutes later, whatever.
Yeah.
But without the leggings, then it's just like, we don't know what happened. It was a crime of passion.
God
Then
damn.
She went fucking crazy.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. The trial lasted for 6 days, and Brittany was found guilty of first-degree murder and sentenced to life in prison on January of 2012 without the possibility of parole.
Damn.
That's it.
Good for her. You know, I had watched like a Dateline or some shit on that.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things that I remember was that they discovered in looking at the zip ties that there were bite marks in it from her putting it on herself and like biting the zip tie to pull it.
Yeah.
And that's how they started. That was at least the way that they, you know, played it on the Dateline episode. Like that was kind of like the turning point of like, why is there a bite mark on the zip tie?
Interesting. I'd be like, because I was trying to chew it off from the end.
Gently.
Yeah, gently from the end. I was actually wondering, this whole time I was writing it, I was like, how would you go about zip tying yourself? Obviously, your ankles first, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like I could get, like...
You could.
You could do it, like, without...
you could.
Without bite. I never once considered biting it, which maybe if I was in the moment, I would, but I was, like, doing the weird, like, I could just pull it from here, you know?
Yeah. You probably could. You could do it both ways. But
Yeah.
I hope I'm remembering it's like from the right story. But
I'll bet it is. I didn't see
tie.
that. All of the articles that are on it are either like Wikipedia or like fucking the Herald or whatever.
Yeah.
Where it's really long and just kind of all about Lululemon. Like,
Yeah.
and these magnificent leggings. You're like,
You're
okay,
like,
but what happened?
But what happened?
Yeah.
I didn't know that there were like, you know, actually 2 masked men.
Yeah.
It just happened
weird?
to fucking work down the street.
I'm wondering if maybe she saw them before too.
Yeah.
And was
she's
like,
ooh,
that sounds
that'll
sketchy.
go with my story.
Yeah.
I can't believe that the Apple people didn't call or anything. That's
How
fucked
fucking
up.
awful is that?
Poor Jayna, man. Like, she's just like, I'm just trying to close shop.
She just wants to go home. It's
Yeah.
fucking 10 at night. She's got shit to do. She probably had homework and shit, too.
Right?
Like, how awful. And to die for leggings.
Oh, God, I'd be so mad. And at work, that's my worst fear.
That's the other thing. For corporations, leggings.
At
like,
the end
fuck
of the
them.
workday.
Yeah. Fuck
Just kill me
that.
in the morning on a Monday. No, I'm just
Honestly,
kidding.
if you're gonna. Like, I don't want to work the whole fucking day
Oh,
first.
my God, this poor woman.
Yeah.
That's awful.
Isn't it?
How did Lululemon, like, PR that shit?
I don't know.
Yeah.
But I feel like it was kind of pushed
Under the rug?
Yeah, like I've heard of it. Obviously, you'd heard of it.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people have heard of it, but I didn't like know about it. you
Yeah.
know?
I didn't know about it till I had seen it on the Dateline thing.
Yeah.
And then what stuck in my head was, like, that big old twist that it was her. And you're like, what?
Like, how?
But what a weird thing to say that you were sexually molested with a coat hanger.
That's what I thought,
It has
too.
to be, like, different kind of coat hangers than what we're thinking of.
Well, it's a store, so maybe it's the plastic ones.
Yeah, or maybe it's, like, a fancy... You know how some stores are, like, really fancy coat hangers or something?
Like the wooden ones or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. I just can't imagine it, so...
No, my first thought was that skinny little metal one that
Yeah.
you, like, twist or whatever.
Yeah, me too.
And that just sounds...
Awful.
Like it hurts
well,
your
and then
back
for her
tooth.
to be like, in her lie, like, we kept her alive because she was more fun to fuck. Like, what?
Isn't that
what?
fucking weird?
It's weird.
So she
and it
said-
doesn't make your story more believable. It's just kind of a weird thing to say.
Like, weird flex, bro.
yeah.
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 No,
Fucking
I
weird.
thought the same thing. She said that, and she said they also said, like, racial slurs against her because she happened to be black and Jayna was white. But that doesn't,
Oh, God.
Like, again, it doesn't make your story any,
more believable. or
yeah,
less
more
believable.
credible.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Isn't it fucking strange?
It's crazy, too, that they didn't have any security footage
Yeah.
in 2011.
Right?
yeah.
And they had it,
Or
like,
like
surrounding.
the Apple store. Yeah, I guess
The
so.
Apple store, right?
Yeah.
At a mall, you would think that you could see
Yeah.
all the storefronts or
You
something.
would think so, huh?
Like, you'd at least have mall security.
Sure. Or like, did that cop remember seeing her park the car or anything?
Right. No,
Yeah.
I doubt it. I mean, at that point, it's just a person driving away or driving
Right.
by.
Yeah, that's true.
But he might have seen her walking back to
Yeah.
the store, potentially covered in blood. How is she not covered in blood, too?
I don't know. That's fucking weird.
Isn't it?
Why was there one shoe left at the crime scene? Where
I don't
was
know.
the other one?
I don't know.
Did she chuck it?
I don't think they ever found them. Yeah.
Huh.
So maybe she changed all of her clothes, too.
She would have had to, right? She had to probably cut a hole in the leggings.
Yeah. You would think it'd be what she was wearing that day, though. Otherwise, it'd be really weird.
Yeah.
I like how we're like, let's figure this out together, because I just barely, like, kind of skimmed the surface of research in here.
Yeah, like, was she wearing the same thing she wore at work?
I would think that there would be blood on it.
Yeah, especially if it was, like, such a
violent
like 300
crime.
Injuries or whatever you said.
Exactly, yeah.
That's crazy. And how did she, was it like a knife, like a pocket knife? Like a steak knife? What kind of knife was in this toolkit?
Yeah, a knife. It didn't specify what kind.
Huh.
A hammer, a knife, a merch peg, rope, and a box cutter.
Damn.
You can do a lot of damage with a box cutter, though.
Yeah, that's true. God, that's awful.
Isn't that awful?
That poor woman. Well, thanks for nightmares.
You're welcome.
Every time, if you're wearing those Lululemon
murder leggings.
Oh, these things?
Yeah, I guess just like flex one for Jayna.
Yeah. Get super cute pair for Jayna, I guess.
Yeah.
Shit, man. I hope Lululemon did some shit for her family.
Oh my God. Fucking hopefully.
Yeah. Fuck, man.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to check out pictures pertaining to Erin's case, go to our social media. We're on Instagram, Facebook, X, TikTok, Threads. You can email us at isgdpodcast@gmail.com or snail mail us at
P.O. Box 2764, Spring Valley, California, 9197.
9. Have you been at the P.O. Box in a hot minute?
Not in a while. Maybe I
wonder
can
if
stop
there's
there on my way
anything
home.
there. Yeah.
Hobble in.
Hobble in.
I drove for the first time today, guys.
Yay!
Pretty exciting. That is all.
Whoop, whoop. And she's about to drive up to Temecula.
I am. Tomorrow. I got one more day to rest.
Whoop, whoop. Yeah, get that ankle feeling good.
Yeah.
Take some extra ibuprofen.
Oh, that's a good idea. I haven't taken any.
You should.
I should.
If it hurts.
I'm just a martyr.
Yeah. Nobody's going to give you a trophy.
I know. I'm the fucking one that says that.
All right. Love you guys. Bye.
Bye.